And I like how they spin off to their own story, right? Like it is based on the true story, but they made it their own way, which is really cool.
The emotions were really strong.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good show. I mean, in Hong Kong, it's very rare for you to have mature theme theater. So I think it's a really great, unapologetic way of showing a real story. It's really good.
Somehow I think a part of me would have probably wanted to see it as a play. I think it's a relationship that probably should have never happened. I didn't really know anything about the case before I came to see the play. So I was actually kind of happy to just not really go in not knowing anything.
I found it super interactive. I actually felt immersed and that I was part of the play. Their emotions were so vibrant and it was just, it was amazing. Super job and well done.
Yeah, no, it was really interesting as well. Obviously, with the story and the background of the story with what happened in Hong Kong. So I think it was really interesting to see it acted out for the first time.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Like, Hong Kong's needed creativity to come back into the city and breathe life into the city. So it was so special to be able to see like these amazing talents come together. And it was such an interesting script and very specific to Hong Kong as well. So I really appreciated it and I really enjoyed it.
Well, lots of similarities from the real life story itself. So incredible.
Yeah, we knew it's familiar in terms of the history of the actual the real events. So it was quite interesting to sort of see how it's dramatised. And the dilemma in terms of the concept of the life the wife was leading against the drive of the husband. So yeah, it was good.
It was an interesting twist, I think, on the story that we know so well. And I like the way that it left us dangling a little bit so that we weren't quite sure where we finished and what happened after that strawberry milkshake. So yeah, we enjoyed it.
Honestly, I probably had my hands over my mouth in a bit of shock for quite a lot of it. I don't know about anyone else, but I think, the dialogue was strong and brutal. And a lot of feelings about the characters.
I thought it was really enjoyable, creative, very interesting take on the Nancy Kissel story.
It was very well done, very good production, very impressed with it. Quite hard hitting, having been around when Nancy Kissel, in 2003, I think it was, this all happened. It kind of like brings back old memories of reading all this stuff in the newspapers.
And you?
I found it really interesting as well. I've not really been to many readings before, so it was quite an enjoyable experience, just experience that kind of play or performance. I thought the actors were really good as well. It was interesting sitting next to the prosecutor, telling me what was real and what wasn't.
And there's a lot of realism there. Having been involved in the case a long time ago when it first started, I was very interested to see how they wove in all the parts, not necessarily correct, but they got them all there. So I thought it was very inventive and very clever. She was portrayed in this exactly how I remember her. I mean, she was a bit of a so-and-so. But they were much too hard on Robert in this. Robert was not a bad man at all. That was a fabrication by her.